Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take another look here at ZEBEC, as we can see that the price currently is breaking out of this falling wedge which has developed over the last few days, and it's looking quite safe right there. So I mean, technically speaking, when we take a look at falling wedges, we have done this a lot on the channel to say that they have got more than a 66% chance to go ahead and hit their price target. So in the context of this one, you will be anticipating to technically hit the target, which is the top of the falling wedge, and you're looking right around like a 28-25% thereabout. I think it's great, but obviously when we look at it in terms of like what we want to achieve, like with the longer goal, I think it's pretty much a drop in the ocean, right? So we'll talk about that. What we want to do in today's video is take a look at this immediate short-term price section here, but obviously never losing sight of what is happening on the bigger picture. I think I've showed you this structure time and again that I think we are in a moment like right here for ZEBEC, as you can see with the other structure that we have here on the left side. And yeah, I think we are moving very much along nicely. So before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It will obviously tell the YouTube algorithm that yes, this is a short and quick update, but it's exactly what you want in this moment. If you're also new to the channel and you want to be seeing more of this ZEBEC content, please subscribe, because I do TA on ZEBEC and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let me not run my mouth too much here, and let's get right into it. So what you see obviously on the left hand side is the ZEBEC price, the current price section that we have. And on the right hand side here, we've got the Stellar Lumens chart. Yeah, as I've said already, this has been the messaging over the last 3-4 weeks or something like that. And when we technically look at these things, we've got like undeniable similarities, right? I'll just go on and probably mention the Wyckoff accumulation pattern that you see down there. And you see pretty much the same thing also for Stellar Lumens back in the day. And a huge breakout, which is this, the rise that you see there with a bull flag, and then a quick breakout towards the upside. So for ZEBEC, I mean, we have had the bull flag already, just as we were having with Stellar Lumens. And I think we are left with a moment like this here where we see the price grow in a very substantial manner. I think we can actually go ahead and say a parabolic way. So this is what's next to come here. We're playing around with the numbers in the last few videos, and the recap of that is that the market caps also were pretty much very identical. So, if we take a look at, okay, can ZEBEC repeat really what Stellar Lumens did back then? We are comparing here the current price section of ZEBEC and Stellar Lumens. We are looking at right around a 40x from where the price is currently sitting. Now, is this something that is achievable? I've been in crypto for a very long time, and I can tell you that it's just a bad idea to say never, right? So I may not be expecting, obviously, for ZEBEC to pump a 40x from now, just looking at where the market is now compared to where it was back in 2017. But what this thing is definitely telling me is that ZEBEC has got a lot of juice to push towards the upside, and we may actually be in for a big surprise. I will tell you obviously my very conservative price targets here, but just looking at these two structures side by side, I think it's very much easy to comprehend what's what right there. So let's get into those price targets that we were talking about. I think we were making use of like Fibonacci retracement tools, saying that from the very top right there until the bottom, usually what we want to see is a full scale, right? And we take that as a price target. But what you see with Stellar Lumens is that it actually was managing to break way above that. We were breaking that maybe with more than 200% or something along those lines. If we come back to ZEBEC and apply pretty much the same thing, let me get rid of this first. So from the very top here until the bottom, we would see an initial price target of like a full Fibonacci scale right around 2.5 cents. I think this one is almost like a guarantee for me. And yeah, where the price is sitting at this point until then is right around like a 450%, we could say. But should it also just go ahead and outperform its expectations, like what we were seeing with Stellar Lumens here, going to, hit levels as high as like 225% higher than its full Fibonacci scale? If we come back here and try to apply the same thing, now we are talking about close to 10 cents even. So, 2.5 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents. I think these are like logical milestones to be putting here as profit, taking targets for ZEBEC. So that is exactly the school of thought right now when it comes to those price targets. In terms of a structure, we have almost really the same thing happening right there. And also just trying to be as conservative as possible. I think this is something that can be done. I mean, there is a lot of strength. There is a lot of potential for this thing to grow into, because the community is also just as fantastic. Now, in a bull run, that's exactly a perfect recipe that you want. You really want a coin which everybody is talking about. So ZEBEC has got all the things that we need from a chat perspective, from a community perspective, and also even the development of the team. I think it's something to be commended. Yeah, you know that when the price is down, literally everybody is saying that, okay, this is a scam and stuff like that. So, you know, I promise to talk about the immediate short term here when it comes to the price section, obviously. But just before I do that, let me show you this amazing $1,000 that you can go ahead and claim from Bitunix just by using the exchange, right? So how this works is that just by registering on the exchange and confirming your email or phone number, you get like your $10 right there. Depositing depends on how much you are depositing. Also, you get up to $500. As a quick example, if you deposit $1,000, you get $200, right? 2,500 gets you $500, and the more you trade, obviously, you get to collect another $500. So all in all, there is $1,000 on the table, $1,010 to be more specific, right? So go ahead and check out the link that is in the description right there. As you can see, this is an event that is specific to the CryptoFront community. So for you to be able to access all these bonuses, just please make sure that you use the referral code UGYYF. Once again, if you're interested, check the link that is in the description. Now, coming back to the immediate short term that I was talking about here with ZEBEC, we mentioned the falling wedge already, but we're doing some Elliott wave count right there. And the reason why I'm bringing this up right now is I'm trying to show that the bottom probably is in here for ZEBEC, right? We probably don't have much correction going towards the downside. So what we have been taking a look at, you know, for a very long time at this point is an Elliott wave count, right? We say this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and we are in the final parabolic stage here that I was just talking about. I mean, don't mind the numbers on the left here. I mean, this thing can stretch as high as it wants. It goes back to the to those price targets that we were talking about with stellar Lumens, right? So it is within this wave that maybe we want to get a little bit net and see how many waves are, you know, in there. And I think that we have completed the first wave right there. So this is wave 1, and this has been wave 2, corrective wave, obviously, boring price action. And I think we're going for 3, maybe 4 here, and then 5 eventually to take us out. So let me just adjust those nice and easy because I didn't have much space. So I think this is exactly what is happening. So maybe in the future videos, tomorrow or the day after, I'll come in and talk about even the microwaves that are within in there. So I think this is exactly what is happening right now. We still have got the bigger structure of stellar Lumens, and I think that, you know, more than anything else, this is where we should be focusing. Watching the video, if you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I will see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.